What's up, guys? Dexter Jackson here. 9-time Arnold Classic winner. 9 times, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, hey, I'm just giving myself a little praise since y'all be hating on your boy all the time. But anyway, man, I'm just coming to you guys. I want to do a video. Since I'm not attending the show this year, it's so sad that I won't be there, man. I haven't missed the show in 25 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not competing. I'm not attending. I won't be able to just be there for my boys, cheer them on, or none of that stuff, man. So it's been very difficult. You know, I get sad sometimes through the day, but I got other priorities going on right now. First of all, I got my daughter. She's getting married in, a week and a half after the Arnold. So it's gonna be, it's a lot of stuff going on right now. It's tough right now. Plus, I got a celebrity, one of the greatest MCs of all times here that I'm working with. We're doing a special project with that he needs to get in shape for. Okay, special project, actually a movie part. Okay, so he's getting ready for that. He came to the Blade to ask me to get him in shape. So what an honor that is. I'm not gonna tell you who it is yet. I'm gonna come out with another video and let you guys see who it is. Or if you see my Instagram, well, you know what, you already see my Instagram. Fuck it, it's Busta Rhymes. So it's the Blade and Busta getting together, collabing. We're gonna be together for the next few months. I mean, probably all the way to October. You know what I'm saying? So you guys be looking out for this transformation. I'm gonna be putting some raw stuff, just like this video right here, on here as well. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to the main reason why I came here, and that is my Arnold Classic predictions, my top 6. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple sleepers. I'm gonna throw those in there as well. You know what I'm saying? So let's get started. Now, my 6th spot. The 6th spot is going to a person or a guy that I've known for a long time. He's been around the block. You know what I'm saying? So he's competed against me. We've gone toe to toe for many years. So he's a vet as well. I saw pictures in the video of him a couple weeks ago, and dude looked pretty amazing. He was a little flat, but which is okay. It was a few weeks out from the show. And the reason that a lot of these trainers do that is because they want to pull the fat off the guy. They want to pull as much fat as they can off of him, suck him down, then fill him back out. You feel me? So that's probably what they're doing with him. And that person is none other than Victor Martinez. You know what I'm saying? So much love to Victor, man. He's been in the game for a long time. Dude has had some ups and downs, hasn't he? But you know his story. I felt that guy would be Mr. Olympia one day, back when we were going toe to toe, and he actually beat me in the Arnold in 2007, then turned around and beat me in Olympia in 2007. So he was well on his way to win because he placed second to Jay. So he was on his way to win in 2008. And he looked crazy, man. I really believe, because I'm a realist about the whole thing, man. Victor was right, so had Victor competed in 2008, because he was on such a roll, it would have been hard for me to win the Olympic when I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't scared to say that, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up. If I feel like I should not win, hey, I'm gonna speak the truth. One thing about me though, all the wins that I have won, there's not been no controversy. All my wins have been hard-earned wins. Now I wish I had it like some of these guys where they look like crap and still win shows, but unfortunately, it's never happened for me. I always had to be in shape to actually win that show, and I end up winning. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, getting back to Victor, the dude is amazing. Muscle belly is crazy. He's getting that full. You have that fullness. If he had that fullness and the muscle bellies, and he bring his legs a little bigger, because he's always, since that accident he had when he tore his knee up, he hadn't been able to get his legs quite back right. You know what I'm saying? And father times, of course, that's another thing that's hindering him. I've been basically really the only one in history to be able to hold my legs as long as I have. And trust me, it's hard as hell. Don't get it twisted. All it takes is a little tweak here and a little tweak there, and me not being able to train legs as hard as I want to, or I'm supposed to, then my legs will be down that year. So you got to know how to map that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to, like, say for instance, first part of the year, hit it hard, back off a little bit. You feel me? Then as you get closer to the show, pray that your knees are still good to go and you're able to put that heavy poundage back up again and then start hitting it hard again. So that's how I've been able to keep my legs full. But anytime you see my legs down, that's the reason why, because these knees, it's hard to get those heavy squats and get all that heavy weight in there like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try something different this year, and that's why I skipped to Arnold. I'm gonna try some different things this year and see what happens. We'll see what's going into the Olympia this year, how I fare. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to Victor, I'm expecting Victor to come into this show very well conditioned. You know, he's already got one of the best backs in the business. You know what I'm saying? Chest, he's nice and full. He got good arms. Victor pretty much has it all. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know if he'll be able to bring that trademark conditioning that he needs, because the other guys ahead of him, you know, they're bigger than him and just as hard as he is. So it's gonna be hard for him to place anything higher than third. So I say if Victor come in at his best, that week, you know, we'd be like this, like, wow, he can place anywhere from 4th to 6th. So that's why I'm giving Victor 6th place. All right, cool. All right, moving on along to number 5. My 5th place guy. This guy took a whole year off just to train. He already was big as hell anyway. So taking a year off was smart on his behalf, because it's only gonna make him better. That's if you're doing what you're supposed to do in off season. A lot of people take a whole year off and they're like, come back the next year and it's like no improvements. You know what I'm saying? If you take a whole year off and there's no improvements, you ain't do nothing but jack around the whole damn year. You see what I'm saying? But if you put in work and you actually make some gains, it can only help you if you take a year off. This guy took a whole complete year off. Right before he took a year off, he was doing very well, placing very high in shows. I think he even won a show or two. And then he took the year off last year, and he's back. So my 5th spot is going to the big guy from Australia, Big Josh Lenarthowitz, something like that. Josh, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you know, I hope I did you justice by pronouncing it the way I did. But anyway, if I'm wrong, you guys know what I'm talking about. Big Josh is going to tear this stage up. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy's huge. Conditioning, crazy. Big legs. Calves, crazy. Back. Chest is full. Big arms. I mean, Josh has it all. You know, and what's so crazy about it is, usually when you get a guy that big, you know, they start getting bloated in the stomach and start having that bubble gut, what you guys like to say. You know that shit you guys like to say. Bubble gut this and bubble gut that. Well, Josh ain't got that, man. That's what's good about him being so big and still holding that physique that he has. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for being able to control his stomach, not let it get overboard like some of these other big guys do. You know what I'm saying? So this is my 5th pick, Josh Lenarthowitz, something like that. That's my 5th guy. I think he's gonna do well. This is gonna be his breakthrough show right here. This Arnold Classic, placed in his top 5, will be Josh's breakthrough show. And next year, or maybe this year, he gonna get his dues in Olympia this year as well. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on along. We are at number 4. My 4th place spot is going to a guy that Arnold loves. If you get Mr. Schwarzenegger behind you and actually like your physique, and your physique is sort of similar to what his was, you doing some shit right. So this is going to my boy Big Ced, 4th spot. I'm calling it right now. Big Cedric gonna be 4th this year. I mean, this guy has it all. Only thing that I can see if you want to say what weaknesses a person has, I would have to say Cedric's legs are maybe a little down versus, compared to his upper body. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a huge freaking upper body, small, tiny waist. And if he just had bigger legs with sweeping quads, he would be fucking probably unbeatable if his condition was one spot on. You feel me? So he's always in the top. You know what I'm saying? But he just can't get that big one. He's just this close from winning the big one. You know what I'm saying? So if he puts it together, that can shake up the whole top 5 or whatever, or top 3. You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving him 4th. I don't know how Cedric's work ethic is. I've never trained with him, but he needs to get some fire in his ass, man, and really start killing it in the gym and I don't know, trying something different, because what he's doing is just not working. It's not getting him to the next level that he needs to be at. He should be there by now. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has their own time and when they're gonna get to where they need to be, and hopefully this year is the year for Cedric as well. But we'll see, man. Now let's talk about his physique. Dude has amazing physique. As you know, he got that small waist, big back, quads from the side with that hamstring hanging, ridiculous. Hamstrings and glutes, nice, pretty tight, but can be tighter, of course. Lower back can be tighter. Big arms, chest. He has it all. All he has to do is put it together, man. Just because his legs are maybe a little down doesn't mean he can't win the whole damn show. He absolutely can win the show. You know what I'm saying? So all this little critiquing you guys like to do, I'm letting you know, just because you're critiquing and saying a person is little off here or he needs more here and a little bit more there, don't mean this guy is not amazing. You know what I'm saying? Cedric has an amazing physique. And I'm a fan of Cedric. I'm a fan of all these guys. All these guys scare me, to be honest with you. Everybody, and put it this way. This is one thing that's always kept me on my toes and made me want to come into the show 100% every time. Is I worry about everybody being better than me. I can't really judge guys. I'm good at judging girls. That's why I coach a lot of girls. But when I see these guys backstage, we're pros. Everybody freaking look fucking crazy. Okay, so it scares me. I'm like, you know what? I'm scared of whoever. And he's never beat me before. He's never placed in the top 10. But I still worry about that guy. So that's what's always kept me on my toes and made me want to be better every show. You know what I'm saying? So all you guys out there listening, I guess I told you my secret, and now that should make you better too. But anyway, now, so as you heard my 6th, you heard my 5th, and you heard my 4th. So let's run back down again. My 6th spot was, who was my 6th spot? Damn, I'm forgetting. Victor was my 6th spot. Then we got Josh 5th spot. So let's run that down again. So we got my 6th spot so far, which is Victor. My 5th spot is going to Josh. My 4th spot is going to Cedric. You got it? Big say it. So now, on to my top 3. This is going to be very hard to pick, but I'm going to do my best. Now, just to let you guys know, this is just my opinion. Okay? I'm just like you guys. It's just my opinion. Even though I hang around these guys and I compete against these guys, I know more of most of them's work ethic and all of that stuff than you guys. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be 100% right, because you got a panel of judges that actually that judges the show. So everybody's got their own opinion when you got 15 to 20 judges. So our opinion is just that, our opinion. So moving on to that 3rd spot. This is going to a guy that I feel can win the show, and he's gonna be spot on. But I think there are little things that's holding him back from winning the show, and I'll get to that a little bit later down the line. Now, William Bonac is gonna be my 3rd spot, and the reason I have William in 3rd, because the guy packs a lot of muscle on that small frame. A lot of fucking muscle. You know what I'm saying? And plus he gets hard. Definitely get harder than everybody in the industry. Probably be the hardest in the show. You know what I'm saying? So he's never had a problem. You know, he might, you know, miss his tab here and there. After the big show, it's hard for William to, you know, go show from show to show. But to come to one show, you know, the very first show, William usually lands it pretty good. So and this is a big, you know, big opportunity for him. He won the show last year, beat me. I played second. And, you know, he's looking for that second title. You know, there's some good money in this show. So of course he wants to win that show. He done got that itch to get that money again, man. You know what I'm saying? So that always makes you want to train harder when you get the first prize in the Arnold Olympia. It's freaking amazing. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be locked and loaded coming into this show. He's gonna be shredded. He's gonna be big. He's gonna be full. He's gonna be short. He's gonna be short. But guess what? He still kick a lot of ass, even at his height. You know what I'm saying? And that is my homie, Big William. He's thick, full. He's gonna be shredded. He got good back, calves. He got crazy sweeping quads. Arms is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He's full, he's thick in chest. William has it all. The only weaknesses I can see that this guy has, and it's not really weaknesses, I think he got a short torso. You know, so it makes him appear a little blocky at some poses. But other than that, you know, he may be a little narrow. But other than that, it's not gonna stop him. Everybody got flaws. I got flaws. Flex Wheeler got flaws. Everybody got flaws. You know, there's nobody that's perfect where nobody can say nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to nitpick, yeah. But if you can see a guy on stage and you see the two on stage, you know what I'm saying? You know, most of the time, the guy with the least amount of flaws is going to win the show. So William's going to be right up there, which is why I got him in third. You know what I'm saying? So Big Will, good luck, man. And God bless you. I'm going to be cheering from you at a distance, brother. All right? All right. Moving on along to my number 2 and my number 1 spot. I'm not gonna tell you my first and second spot right now. Let's talk a little bit about both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be one of those jokers out there that say, well, 1 and 2, it's up in the air. I'm not choosing. Oh, I'm gonna choose, but I just want to talk a little bit about them first. First of all, we got Rolly and we've got Brandon. Both of these guys have improved tremendously. Okay? Both of these guys can win the most improved award. I mean, both of them fucking improved like no other. Like in history. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Curry has always been a thick guy. He's always been big. He's always been thick and round. But he's always had leg problems. He always had the little baby legs. You know what I'm saying? Not no more. Homie got big legs now. That's why he's so hard. That's why he's gonna be so hard to beat. Okay, and plus his conditioning is coming in more. So that's gonna be hard to beat. It's hard. I'm telling you, I've been going back and forth between Rody and Brandon. My mind is going crazy on me. I've been going back and forth with Rody and Brandon for the past few weeks. One day it's Rolly, next day it's Brandon. I'm looking at pictures and videos, so I'm changing up every freaking day. You know what I'm saying? Now, Rolly, what can you say about this guy? Nicest guy, one of the nicest dudes in the sport, man. I love this guy to death. He called me uncle. He the first one that made that word, that saying uncle to me. Got everybody in the goddamn world calling me uncle now. Rolly, you did that. But this guy, man, he is gonna come into the show. If he come in a little bit better, because you always want to be better than your last outing. If he can come in a little bit better, because Brandon's gonna come better. He's gonna come a lot better than Olympia. If Roddy can come a little bit better, it's gonna be very hard to beat this dude. He will win the show if he comes in better. Because look at his physique. He's big as hell. He probably must, pound for pound, this guy probably the biggest guy in the show. You know what I'm saying? crazy ass arms, forearms. I mean, I've never seen arms like his other than Lee Priest. Overall, that is. You know, everybody's, got a lot of guys with big biceps. But peaks and, triceps, the complete arm and forearms as well. Rolly and Lee Priest by far the best arms in the business ever. So Rolly's gonna come in. He's locked and loaded. I swear when I saw Rolly at the Olympia, I was like, who is that dude over there? He was in, when we were in a meeting. I didn't even recognize the guy. It took me to the end of the fucking meeting to say, well, damn, that's Rolly. His face was so sucked in. He looked so different. It was crazy. He got to be like that again. If he anything less than that, he's not going to place in the top 3. He got to be at least a little better than Olympia to win this competition. Okay? Now, my predictions. My Arnold Classic winner. Let me talk a little bit about him a little bit more. Rolly. I mean, the dude's back is ridiculous. Quads, they look a little slim, but trust me, his quads are big as hell too, because he don't have big sweeps on them. So they look like they not real big, but they are huge. Okay? And then his arms, ridiculous. Back, big, need some improvements. So if I were to say any his weaknesses, I would have to say his back and his lower back can be a little better. Doesn't mean he can't win the show though. Doesn't mean he can't be Mr. Olympia one day. You know what I'm saying? But he has it all. I mean, he gotta be conditioned. That's the main thing. That's the only thing that hinders the big guys is their conditioning. Now getting back to Brandon is gonna be on point. I know he's gonna be on point. I seen pictures of the guy a couple of weeks ago. He looked freaking ridiculous already. You know what I'm saying? So let's finish this thing up, man. My top 2. Rolly, Brandon. First place, second place. Second place is going to Big Rolly Winkler. Sorry, brother. It's just my opinion. Brandon looks good. All of you guys are my friends, but I had to pick somebody. So I'm gonna go with Rolly for second, Brandon for the win. You know what I'm saying? That's not done. I'm not done yet. We still got my sleepers. I got 2 sleepers that can slide right up in that top, not top 3, but anywhere from that 4th to 6th spot, they can slide right up in there. And those are, number 1 of the biggest dudes you've seen in a long time. He finally put his condition together last year, and I felt he should have won 2 shows last year. But like I said before, you got a panel of judges. They all got different opinions. I'm just one opinion, and I'm not a judge. But I feel this guy should have won 2 shows last year, which would have put him right in as one of the top guys going into the show. Plus, he would have did Olympia probably, but he didn't. He wanted to take the rest of the year off and come back to the Arnold. So that right there tells me he put in work on off season. He's gonna be looking nasty for this show. And that second place spot with one of the best backs, lat spreads, big legs. He got it all. Chest, he's thick, full, big arm, crazy big arms. And that's going to none other than Big Acom. That's right. Big Acom. I got him as my sleeper. So he can place anywhere from that 4th to 6th spot. Okay? I'm not going past 6. I'm not going to go no 7th or 8th or none of that. I'm just saying my sleepers can place in the top 6. Top 4 through 6, excuse me. Okay? Now this next guy, I don't know very well, but he's contacted me a couple times and we've talked, and I hooked him up with some real posing trunks. Okay, because he had on some stripper shit, but he got some good trunks now. And I feel that this guy's gonna be a sleeper. He's gonna be really good in the future. He has a physique on him. Y'all hear me? I think he won a couple shows last year. He plays well. He just did a gang of shows last year though, and he got burnt out. He couldn't do the Olympia. Then he started getting smaller. He's one of the type guys that get worse and worse as he go on. So when you compete a lot of shows, you got to know how to time that shit. That's why I was so good. That's why I won so many shows, because you got to know how to time your shows, man. You can't just, you got to know how to time your peak of shows. You got, it's a timing thing. You got to know what you're doing. It's very difficult to do 8 shows in a year. But this guy did it, and it didn't work out as well as he wanted to. I mean, he won a few shows and he plays high in a lot of shows. Okay, but he burnt himself out. You got to know how to pace yourself. And this guy I'm talking about, he has huge arms. He has back. He got crazy striations in his quads, feathered quads. Stick. He's got a pretty decent back. And he's from Brazil. And that's no other than my boy Rafael. This guy is going to be something to reckon with in the future. You understand what I'm talking from? This guy's going to be amazing, brother. So y'all make sure y'all look out for him. So there you have it. Dexter's The Blade is top 6 prediction for the Arnold Classic 2019. All right. Now, one other thing. I'm going to have a follow-up video coming out at you guys. So make sure you comment on this video, okay? Make sure you comment because it helps me a lot. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So I'm gonna have a follow-up video coming out, and we're gonna talk about the show and what I thought happened and what I thought should have happened. You know me, I'll keep it real with you. Ain't no bullshit with me. I'm gonna tell you what's happening and what I think. You know what I'm saying? So follow-up video coming and on my YouTube channel, okay? So you guys be looking out for that. Now, I want to let you guys know I am doing my very first YouTube live video. And I hadn't decided if I'm going to do it tomorrow or if I'm going to do it the day of the show. You guys be looking out for that, okay? I'm going to post on Instagram and all that stuff, Facebook, letting you guys know the time that I will go live here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So you guys be looking out for that. My very first time. So y'all show your boy some love. Don't come out here talking all that shit now, you foreigners. Y'all don't want to be talking all that trash. Nah, man, I'm joking with y'all. But on the real, I'm looking forward to get on here and chatting with you guys and answering your questions live. So make sure you tune in. All right. So be looking out for the time and the day of me going live. All right. God bless you guys. Take care, and I will see you this season when I finally decide to compete. Maybe I'm gonna come out with another video and let you guys know exactly what my plans are for this year. I really haven't made any plans. I think I got a couple shows picked out, but I want to make sure first before I go blasting this shit all out to everybody, and then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, God bless you guys. Take care. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you around. All right.